Well, hello everybody. It is time for another unboxing. And from Sprue Bros, what we have here is Meng Willys 135th scale Willys Jeep. Definitely want to see if this thing is as good as the Tamiya offering. Alright. Actually, the box is about as big as the Tamiya kit. Alright, let's go take care of the box first. There we go. And the box content. Alright. Now this is their Velociraptor series MB military vehicle. It says that each front wheel is separately steerable. This kit includes M2 and M1919A4 machine guns and their mounts, and some Pioneer tools. And the Go Devil 441 engine is included. Lights and windshields are represented by clear parts. Yep. Well, always cut away from you. And don't have your finger in the way of the blade when you're closing. Found that out the hard way. It hurts like hell. Alright. Okay, we got our view there. Let's see, you get the simple and reliable structure of the MB military vehicles could meet the various needs of the military, from reconnaissance, communication, rescue, to airborne operations. From the start of the project in 1940 to the end of production in 1945, a total of more than 640,000 vehicles were produced. The classic staple of two-round lights and vertical radiator grille of the MB military vehicle gained popularity with the victory of the Allied forces. This directly created Jeep, the most famous civilian off-road vehicle brand. The Meng Willys 011 MB military vehicle model kit includes the M2 and the M19A4 machine guns and the Go Devil 441 engine, length 95.6 millimeters, width 55.2 millimeters. And this side you got the AK interactive color line here for the colors that you need. Then your QR codes. This came out last year, 2023. Box art came out 4 years earlier. Alright. And you got the contest from 2 years prior. Alright. Here we go. We got the sprue here with the seats, wheels, radiators, interior parts, chassis. You got the whole parts, firewall. And then over here you got your rest of your stuff, like your dashboard, stowage. You got your M1 Grand Caddy that usually went on the windshield. See, somewhere on this side somewhere. You got your machine gun sprue with the stuff for the. Oh, this is the Mod Deuce sprue. You even have separate barrels, which is actually pretty cool. Barrel ends are hollowed out. Of course, you probably wouldn't be able to see that. You got two different types of ammo cans. Yeah, you can look at the bottoms. Spade grips. Got your charging handle. Guess you got your. Well, you don't know. I'll probably find out. But then you got. Oh yeah, you got your pentholes for the Mod Deuce and the M1919. You got your M1919 here. Yeah, you got your ammo can for the 1919. You got the floor pan and the rest of the stuff there, all one piece. You got your decals. Hopefully they got. Oh yeah. Oh, it even has instrument faces too. Alright, let's get into this. Instruction book. Without the war, there would be no place for this vehicle in the history of automobile. However, the outbreak of World War II changed everything. The U.S. Army, which neglected the armament preparation before the war, was surprised to find that the war in Europe was far more intense than World War I. Their weapons were almost outdated. The Empire on Wheels responded very quickly and sent orders for new weapons. Large and small industrial companies switched to producing military products, unlike the U.S. tank technology, which had never been able to find its way. Military vehicles were not difficult for U.S. companies that occupied the market with cheap civilian vehicles. After the U.S. military issued the demand for light vehicles, three companies soon came up with their proposals. They were BRC from Bantam, Willys MB from Willys Overland, and Model GP from Ford. Bantam took only 5 days to complete the BRC design. And the prototypes of Willys Overland and Ford were actually developed on the basis of BRC. In the end, the U.S. military decided to adopt the Willys Overland design, but required the combination of the advantages of BRC and Model GP. The modified vehicle was called Willys MB because of the huge military demand. Willys and Ford jointly produced this model for the military, and Ford's product was called the Ford GPW. The military was very satisfied with the performance of the MB military vehicle. The simple and reliable structure of the MB military vehicles could meet the various needs of the military, from reconnaissance and communications, rescue to airborne operations. Allied soldiers used their skills to make various interesting battlefield modifications to this vehicle. The modified vehicles included the ones running on railway and special operation vehicles equipped with flamethrowers. From the start of the project in 1940 to the end of production in 1945, a total of more than 640,000 vehicles were produced. Almost every Allied unit was equipped with this reliable light vehicle. The classic shape of two round lights and the vertical radiator grills of the MB military vehicle gained popularity with the victory of Allied forces. This directly created Jeep, the most famous civilian off-road vehicle brand. Actually, the name Jeep was derived from the Ford GP, which, well, general purpose, which fits that the name Jeep. Here we got pages for the tools needed. Then we got our colored photographs. You could do 3 versions. Got one with 50 caliber, one with the 30 caliber, one without. Well, honestly, you could go and throw whatever gun you wanted on this, no matter what version. Got a pretty detailed engine construction, and you also got putting the engine onto the frame. So that and that. Honestly, some of that stuff you can go and you can use resin to fill that in too. Alright, we got your pumpkin and suspension details. Attaching the suspension to the frame. You got your exhaust pipe assembly. Attaching body parts, including your steering assembly. Got your putting in your firewalls and your backside of the floor pan. Got stuff to fill in. That's not really. You got the gas tank, stuff for putting gas tank in, gear shifters, fire extinguisher. Got your radiator assembly. To put together. But that does have the headlights go onto the radiator. That is historically accurate, according to History Secrets. Putting together the wheels and attaching them. Got your dashboard assembly, bumper, putting the instrument panel decals on, and your placards. Got stuff to drill on that, stuff to remove. More engine parts, as well as your hood. Honestly, I wish they made that so it's operable. You got your windshield assembly. Also putting in your gun rack or your gun caddy. Actually, they have another. seat assembly. Putting in your jump seat and your seats. Got your attaching your windshield, your steering wheel, your fire extinguisher, your stowage, your frames for the roof, your jerry can assembly, your spare ammo assembly, spare tire assembly. And now we're onto the machine guns. You got one just for the M1919, and then a beefed up pedestal for the 50 caliber. Because it needs the tripod. Oh, that was the you get two different, well, you got charging handles on both sides. So this was the Ambidextrous 50 caliber machine gun. Alright, we got our parts list, part diagram, painting, the colors you need. And here's your stuff you need there, or your different versions. One for a vehicle in Normandy. Another vehicle in northern France. And then you got a British Army Willys Jeep. Actually, these actually look pretty cool. This is basically a plain Jane with your British Army group decals. Probably about, say, 3 screws, a gun body, and the body. Let's say probably over 100 parts. Very decent decals. Of course, I'm sure you could also go and get some find some aftermarket decals for the Willys. I'm sure they probably exist. The interesting about that is, unlike other vehicles, military engines usually, well, during World War II, the military engines on Jeeps and trucks were olive drab. And it'd be pretty easy to go and I'd say use the oil or wash method to go and make it look a little greasy and used. That should be an interesting method to try. And then you could weather these as you see fit, because, well, these were used off-road, so they got dirty. They were road wet, or they were road hard and left wet. So yes, they got mud and other crud on them. So you can actually go and slather the underside of the chassis with mud right into the wheel wells and dirty up the wheels all you want. It's your kit. So this has been the Willys Jeep unboxing. If you like this content, don't forget to hit like and subscribe and say something in the comments. Well, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.